Hi. Uh, Hello.
Hi,
Uh,
good evening.
hi. So this is the second week, right? So you have any doubts from second week portion?
Actually, a couple of doubts. Let me know whenever I can start.
Yeah. Please,
Sure.
you
So
can
one of
start.
the one of the steps talked about in terms of data preparation was normalization, right? So I was just a little curious because normalization would typically lead to corrections in the spellings and all, right? And it's something which people can be very creative with. People can make different spelling mistakes in different ways. So I was wondering, how do we actually do this? Like, because we can't, define an entire dictionary with the correct or incorrect spellings and their mappings. Uh, I was just wondering, how does it work? Just out of curiosity.
So normalization, but in general, though there will be some like in according to the context, according to the task, maybe you can decide, right? So like uh, there will be cases uh, when you are dealing with different kinds of text. If let's say if it is something of educational domain, or let's say medical domain or some domain or something, you have to you know have to explain or abbreviate things. You have to give full explanations, and depending on that you can normalize, like normalize the your data.
The way I anticipated it was that, of course, it would not be something that a person would define. It may be some kind of
Yeah.
a calculation based on
Yeah.
similarity between what's
Mm.
the correct spelling versus what's typed, right? If it's in that region, in that, with that kind of distance, it may be
Uh,
corrected. Just like, we have this kind of an auto correction, which often leads to problems also, but there is an autocorrect that we see, right? So I was wondering maybe something like that is at play when it comes to normalization. Maybe I'm overthinking.
yeah. So it depends. Like depends on the task. Only I can tell.
Hmm.
So yeah, the
Okay, no problem.
use
So
of spellings
we
or
don't have to
something.
go too deep into this from a
Yes.
course's
Yes.
perspective right now. I
Yes.
understand that. The
Huh.
second question that I have is we were introduced to the idea of hands-on piece in the second video, which talked about the use of regular expressions. Now, regular expressions itself is like
Regular
pretty.
expressions. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that itself is pretty wide, right? There's so many types of syntactical nuances involved in that. From our courses perspective, do we need to kind of learn it properly, or how does it work? Like, or maybe it's not needed now, it's needed later. I don't know.
Maybe in further in pre-processing the text and all, maybe this regular expressions do help, right? Maybe
Yeah,
some
they do.
basic understanding of it definitely helps, but yeah, maybe you don't need to completely learn it, but basic understanding, and all it is required.
So I have not gone through the PYQ I mean, yet. So do they ask these kind of questions in the exams also, like regular expressions, and based on the syntax we have to do something, or what does the regular expression do, or something like that?
No, not really. Like
Okay,
this is not like not any memory-based questions. We may not ask. It's all
okay,
applications only.
fair point.
So maybe no need to really, you know, what you call completely learn the all the regular expressions. Some understanding though, it's better to have. Yeah.
Having an overview is a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
point. The next question that I had is that when the idea of stemming was introduced,
Yes.
professor says that stemming addresses affixes, right? So I have seen many cases of stemming. In fact, the videos also covered examples of stemming where it
Mm.
was always a suffix. Is there a scenario where we are using stemming for prefix also? Because I've never seen an example like that. And
Stemming for prefix, probably I don't know if no, I don't think so. It's always goes for the ending at the chopping at the end of
right,
the word. Yeah.
that's what I've mostly seen. But she has it written on the slide that it's something that addresses affixes, and then she explains the affix could be prefix or postfix or suffix, right? So that's where I was kind of
Affix in generally is known as suffix, prefix of what you call circumfix, infix,
Hmm.
something like
Yeah,
that. Some types are there, right?
right.
So altogether, we term it as affix. Yeah.
But particularly nothing to do with the prefix in stemming is what
Ah,
we
yes,
consider.
yes,
Okay, fair
yes.
point. Okay, there's
So
one
basically,
question.
to get the base word, I mean,
Hmm,
base word is for lemmatization, but
hmm, hmm,
just to remove the inflected, what you call elements from the
hmm,
word. That
hmm.
is what it tries to do, stemming. Yeah.
Okay, okay, fair point. See, there was a discussion in the videos where professor clearly states three cases where we may not want to remove stop words, right? Now, somehow, two common tasks of those were sentiment analysis, where if you use remove stop words, the
Mm,
meaning might change because you drop
yes.
the not and then bad is written,
Yeah.
not bad was something else, and bad is something else. That is
Yes.
understandable. And the second was machine translation, because in translations, if we remove stop words, that
Yeah.
will be a
It
problem.
won't make sense. Yeah.
Now, the problem here is that in the first question of the graded assignment, it's a
Okay.
single selection question. I mean, it's one single choice that we have to select, and both the options are given for this. So I'm not sure if we are going to get a benefit of doubt or not. The first question of this
Okay.
graded assignment has,
Uh,
I mean, I'll just read the question to you. Sorry, I'm not asking
yeah.
the
Yeah.
answer, but
I'm having this. Yeah.
yeah. So, which of the following
Mm,
scenarios would most likely not require the removal of stop words during pre-processing? And second option is sentiment analysis. Third option is machine translation. So, I was a little confused here. What?
okay. Vision translating sentence from. Uh, maybe it comes for two cases like B and C. That
Yeah,
you are
but
right.
yeah, of course. I
Yeah.
mean, so if they consider both, then it's okay, because if we select just one of them, maybe it'll be marked incorrect. So I'm not sure.
So B and C are correct options. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they've
We
given an
can.
option to choose only one of these.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the problem. So maybe
Okay.
I just wanted to let you
Mm,
know. Maybe you
yes.
can figure it out how you want to
Yes.
write it, because it's clearly written on the slide that for these two tasks,
Mm.
definitely it's
Yes.
select, not
Yes.
prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what's your agenda to explain, but I was a little confused when it comes to the agglutinative, fusional, and polysynthetic. I was not very clear with the differences, though Professor tried a couple of times, but somehow I could not really grasp it. So if you could cover that, that'll be nice.
Sure. So I'll present it, those slides itself.
Sure.
You are asking about agglutinative inflection.
Right. So there was
Uh,
isolation, agglutinative, fusional, polysynthetic. The four types of
yes.
classifications for languages that was talked about, right?
Yeah.
And I just hope we don't have to really remember which language falls in which category, because it'll be very
No,
difficult.
no, it's not required.
Yeah.
So it's just the understanding, like, or type of languages, like what is the typology of languages do like like are existing. That understanding, it's all just for the understanding. This is what you are asking, right? Synthetic, analytic languages.
Right.
Okay, morphological typology here. So these are grouped based on the linguistic criteria as there. So it can be synthetic languages and analytic languages. So in that, so isolating languages are like here, as it says, each word tends to consist of single and independent morpheme. Here that means like each I think you understood the what is free morpheme, bound morpheme, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So it means basically you understand what is morpheme. So here each morpheme is independent. Like it is see here in this example, unrelating languages are most common in Southeast languages. That is fine. So example from Vietnamese here he future tense as I don't know how to pronounce all this, but he will not read the book. Here, how many words are there? Five words are there. So in Vietnamese also, here future tense and negation are like separate words. But when it comes to agglutinative languages, it is glued. Let's say, what is your language like? If it is Dravidian language, all these future tense and gender number person are glued to the root base of the word verb. So in that way, it is more of, so much of concatenation, not concat. It's like more of what you call joining of words, where word boundaries are glued with each other. So they each morpheme has this different what you call characteristic. Here, let's say, here you understood, right? Here it is very clear that, so for future tense there is one word, for negation there is one word, for read one word, book, it is clear. But when
Right.
it comes to agglutinative languages, uh, here they are added to the stem like a beats on the string. So all bond forms here are like bounded, all the morphemes are bounded. Here, see, I'll explain you. In Telugu, here, inti ni, ki, lo, to, these are the case markers. Okay. So, illu, inti is illu. This is the base. So, to the base, all these morphemes are attached. And I'll next example also, I'll tell you this. This is in case of noun, and in case of verb, ra is a verb to come. It has a. This a is a past tense marker plus and nu, mu, wu, ru, do. These are first person. Sorry, first person, second person, yeah, we second first person, second person singular, third person singular and plural, and this was the third person masculine. So in this way, it is they are gluing together. This example you see here, this is entirely a one sentence. This entire word has this meaning. I could not think to permit someone to tell for my sake to break something. Here, all these words are have the all the inflections and derivation markers plus also the different verbs also. See, pagalu is verb, kottu is one verb, and here a is a past tense marker. This is also a auxiliary verb. This is also a verb. Here, manu, ivu, these all verbs and its past tense markers. Okay, yeah, past tense markers, and it also gives the num gender, person, number information also. It's all glued in one word. In analytic languages, you can see like there are different verbs, like there are different words are there. I mean, individual words are there, but here one individual word has different uh, meanings. I mean, so different morphemes attached. So it all conveys one meaning. It can be finished in one word. You know, in English can be a one sentence. It gives one complete action. So these are inflection languages. Here are like maybe not that much agglutinative than not that much glued than agglutinative languages. So here are some examples here. Also they have given. Incorporating are extremely complex here, though it is at least it is little difficult to analyze it also. Uh, Inflections, all bonds are morphemes. Sorry. See here, ability to form words that are equivalent to whole sentences in other languages. So these are morphologically extremely complex languages. That is what. Did you get any some understanding now?
Yeah, so can I say that from see, isolating is something which is very clear. Everything is apart.
Yeah, everything
Agglutinative
is
is
apart.
something where you can still extract morphemes,
Yeah,
which will be
yeah,
understandable.
yes, yes.
But I was not very clear about fusional and the last piece that you polysynthetic, that is, because polysynthetic we are saying is the extreme case. So are we saying the degree of complexity keeps on increasing from
Yes,
agglutinative to fusional?
yes, yes. There should be some scale also. Like there
Okay.
should be some scale of showing the languages. I think
Okay.
it's not there in this slide.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that scale shows the how the gluing of morphemes are increasing. Yeah, there is some question. So there is a question in grade as well. There is Indonesian sentence in given, translated in English. Okay, let me see the graded assignment. Can you tell the question number? Okay, question number 13. So yeah, it's same as I said, right? Here morphemes are apart, like so here how many are? It is clear they are not so much glued together. So it, it is isolating languages, right? Where is this? It is analytic languages only. Yeah. Like you don't need to really know the language. We know that we know Indonesian language you don't know, but still on the just sentence structure and the number of words, as also given in the slides, you will might we thought that you'll have idea to generalize whether it is agglutinative or analytic. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You have to decide by number of words only. Yeah.
So I don't know how the overall understanding is, but particularly the last video, the last lecture, which is almost an hour long, that had a lot of content, right? So I had to go
Yeah.
through it a couple of times, and I would still not say that I understood it because it has so many concepts covered in it. I think you're referring to those slides only.
Yes,
This
yes.
one has a lot of stuff, right? So from the quiz perspective, what are the portions that we should be focusing more on? Like, is there something like that that you will give a
Uh,
relatively higher weightage or something?
See, so in week two, I remember like first two lectures are mostly covering the stemming and lemmatization and its applications, something like that, right? So this third lecture has ma'am has introduced the morphological concepts, and like so much portion was been introduced. So yeah, you can focus on this where the where you feel like where there is lot of information in that only maybe you can focus much for the quiz or in not only for the quiz but the understanding of these concepts is also may help you further.
Right. So
Mm.
I was asking more from a perspective of, see, we're just building the flow right now. So it happens in some subjects that there are a few portions which will be very useful for the later modules as well, right? So I was just asking from that perspective, that is there anything like that that we have to particularly focus on more from the connectivity perspective?
uh, Connectivity basically this is our portion is mostly covering the linguistic aspects more. So better if you understand it, maybe in case like in any of your future tasks, if you have something related to this, it may help. This knowledge may help. So I don't know how to explain the connectivity, but yeah, this knowledge helps.
No, like I said, I mean, see, let's say there are
Uh,
five concepts covered in this module, right? Now,
yeah.
concept A and concept D are very important for a particular module later, is what I'm asking, right? Is there anything like that which we have to, definitely focus on?
No, okay. In particular, you are asking. I don't know. I can't tell that.
Okay,
It depends. Yeah, maybe I'm not that much to tell or generalize on one topic will be much important, like very
okay,
useful or something like that.
sure.
Uh,
I'm done with my questions that I
yeah.
had. So yeah.
Okay. So there are other topics also in here. This FSA and FSTs. Probably I thought of just giving you some more references also. Here from the sites it has the like proper explanations. I'm sharing you the links of that these sites. This is for automata and this is for finite state transistor. So you can exclude this sites, as well as there is one material, two materials that I've found. Maybe this will also be helpful for you for your further reference. Uh, yeah, you can refer to this materials for these topics.
Sure.
So, any more doubts? Today I haven't come up with any slides or something. So, yeah.
I think the last one that you shared is a local file thing. So
Oh, okay. Okay, is it local? Acha. Okay,
looks like
wait.
that.
I'll share. Maybe I'll share the document name. You can. Yeah. So, uh, are we done?
I'm good. I had these doubts only. If you specifically want to cover something, that's your call.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm done today. I haven't prepared for any slides or something.
Okay, fine. Shall we conclude it here then?
Yes. So Nitin sir or ma'am, Anamika ma'am is it there? Okay.
Yeah, Namika is here. We can conclude if there's nothing else.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.